The first question I'll put to Congressman Andy Harris.
Sure. No, the first question is pretty easy. I mean, if we gain if the Republicans hold their majority in the House and gain a majority in the Senate, and Mr. Romney is elected president, and a simple majority, because remember, this bill was passed under what are called reconciliation rules. You only need a simple majority. If we gain a simple majority in the Senate, we retain the House, we gain the presidency, this bill will be repealed by, and I disagree with the Attorney General, because if President Romney is the next president, he will have a majority in the Senate, and he will have a majority in the House, and he will sign the repeal on the first day because Congress will have sent it to him 2 weeks before then. We'll have sent that bill to the White House. But
I guess House Speaker John Boehner said they're going for a vote on July 11th. By then, the Republican Party will not be controlling the Senate, and Mitt Romney will not be the president. What do you think will happen there?
Well, I think that your caller assumes that Mr. Obama is not going to sign a repeal bill. So I assume he means at some point in the future, can everything be done? And yes, we will. So if we have a Republican majority, we'll repeal the bill in January, and the president will sign the repeal. Mr. Romney will keep to his word and sign it the afternoon of his inauguration.
So the July 11th vote's merely symbolic?
Absolutely. We were going to send a message to the American public that this tax bill is bad policy. Look, the American public already agree. A majority agree that most or all of this bill should be struck down. If the Supreme Court didn't do it today, we're going to come back, and on July 11th, we're going to say, actually, the Republican-led Congress agrees with the American people. This is bad policy. It's bad for American liberty. It's bad for American jobs. It's bad for American businesses. It needs to be struck down, and we'll do that. And we will work to replace common-sense, step-by-step reforms, not 2,700 pages.
On that political question, Doug Gansler, by the time, if it occurs in the year 2013, citizens will have had more exposure to the Affordable Care Act. Will it make, therefore, repeal more difficult?
Yeah, I think the politics of it are actually quite interesting. You know, the Republicans have sort of become the party of no a little bit here, and what happens is they're in a little bit of a political conundrum now because people will start to learn about it. I mean, the fact of the matter is, in Maryland, for example, there was $1 billion in uncompensated costs by hospitals for people that are uninsured. You know, and who pays that? We do. So every time you go to the hospital, you're paying 6 or 7% higher in a surcharge to pay for the uninsured. Our premiums, average family in Maryland, are $1,000 higher a year. So people are going to start to learn this. You know, we're the only industrialized country in the world that doesn't provide health care for our citizens. And so while the politics of this are, you know, the poor people don't deserve health care somehow because they're poor, they're not going to be able to continue down that road that long without being able to come up with an alternative, which they never have done. So they're kind of in a little bit of a tight spot. And I think people are, you know, I understand President Obama was also being political in some way, trying to sell the package, but the fact of the matter is people do have that certainty that was just discussed. They know where we are. We're going to continue to go forward, and we're going to be able to insure everybody, and it's going to decrease the cost to those who are currently insured and obviously those who are not insured.